Hello people, it's that time. Oh yes, it's that time again. Okie dokie. So, welcome along everyone to my live stream. Welcome to the channel. My name's Danny C. Let's get down to business, shall we? I hope everyone's doing good, and I hope everyone is well. So, let's get straight to it then. So for this evening, I'm going to be opening the GR3 lobby in a couple of minutes. So obviously, what's going to be happening is that there's going to be some practice, bit of practice. Then we get into some qualifying as well, and after qualifying, whether it's 10 minutes or 5 minutes, whichever you prefer, and we're going to crack on with some sprint racing action. So I hope everyone's doing good. So we've got somebody who's joined in the chat to say hello. Welcome along, Hammy. Thank you for tuning in. You always have a room moment when I'm at work. When I'm in work. Mate, I haven't seen you like it for what feels like ages. And, well, it's just, it can't be out to when you got things to deal with, the real life stuff. But, so, regardless, you appreciate you for tuning in. So, I hope you're doing good as well, Hammy, if you're still there. If not, probably be at work then. So let's go into the multiplayer section. So obviously we've got the Circle of Doom hovering around us, so. And to get me going as well, got a Monster Can, the Lando Norris edition, of course. And that is going to get me through the next few hours, probably be until approximately 10 o'clock UK time. There we go. So we're going to be kickstarting off the lobby at Kyoto. Bit of practice qualifying and race. So obviously, if anybody wishes for a shorter qualifying as of 5 minutes, I've got it set to 10. And so let me know if you want to 5 minutes or you're happy with 10 minutes. So it's entirely up to you. BOP is on. You can change your brake balance to how you like it whilst out on the track. So other than that, we should, and we are good to open the lobby. So let's see how quickly the lobby fills up. Right, so what should we go with? We shall go with the GT7 race car, which I have used recently from the Nations Cup last Wednesday, having not even used it as much since then. And if anybody's reporting any issues of trying to join the lobby, let me know. Well, no issues as it stands, because we've got somebody who's just joining in. And there is Jacques Chris. Welcome, Jacques Chris. Yes, we'll see how many fill up. And then we'll go from there. Whoopsie daisies. gone over the curbs, and thought I kept that one out of the barrier, but just a little tap. So just pull up onto my grid slot just to get a practice start, because the more practice I get on the vehicle that I've not used at all, which is this one itself, then the better. So I could get it to 60 mile an hour on first gear, so that's good to know. Obviously I did a practice start, I did a standing start in the Nations Cup race last Wednesday. So, just a couple more people in the lobby, and then I'll announce the countdown to qualifying. Good evening, Stiggy Moss. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're well. No problem, pal. No problem. Obviously, I've got the lobby up for 6 minutes now. So obviously, this is the first race of the evening. So, bit of practice, then qualifying, and some sprint racing action as well. And Storm is in. So welcome along, Storm. Good evening, Alex. Welcome along. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're well, my brother. So just a couple of more people, and then I'll announce the countdown to qualify. The room is open, and as it has been for 7 minutes, of course. And then once we get enough people in, they'll I'll announce the countdown to qualifying. It is set at 10 minutes for those who are wondering how long the qualifiers last. So, obviously, you know the drill. Feel free to mention if you want a shorter qualifying as of 5 minutes. Oh, there's Storm. Nothing to do with Storm's dirty. Yeah, it's just I've gone over them flipping curves. Perhaps this car doesn't like them curbs. Who knows? I had to do a little handbrake turn and then that didn't work. Just trying to drift my way through the corner and then... Okie dokie. And Kajune's in. Welcome along, Kajune. And there's Stiggy Moss. So we have got a couple of people in. A couple of more people in. So wait for Stiggy Moss to finish initializing. Handy Pint. Welcome along. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're doing good, buddy. Yeah, jump on. This is the first race of the evening. Obviously, a bit of practice with a qualifying and the race for those who just joined in. So yeah, just do your best, and that's all you can do, as Winston Churchill would say. So Marty's in. Marty's in the lobby. Welcome along, my brother. It's got Stiggy Moss, Marty. So, quali starting in... We'll give it 5 minutes. Obviously, we had Storm and Chris. Obviously, the French Chris has obviously been here long enough too. So, yeah, I hope you're doing good. Whatever you've been up to, Chris. Okie dokie. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you for letting us know. Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a minute since we last talked, since we last spoke, and yeah, hope everything's good from your side. And there is Handy Pint. It's okay, buddy. I'm not on a fast lap. I've just been chilling on the runoff area, so just talking. That's all I've been up to. I've done enough practice anyway, so I'm very much in good shape for the qualified. Craig has joined the lobby. Welcome along, Craig. Hope you're doing good. Took a while to get this lobby filled up. Okie dokie. So let's have a look. I'm back. Time to eat. Right, so let's see who we got out on the track. So there is Stiggy Moss in the Citroen, and there's Storm in the Snickers BMW, and there's Marty in the Genesis, the Hyundai Genesis, and there is our friend Handy Pint, and there's Craig in the Nismo. There's myself, Danny C in this Citroen, and Chris, obviously just gone to get something to eat. Okie dokie. And Dante and Kajun's gone back in. So the lobbies are getting to fill up with more than half of the grid now. More than half of the grid. So we welcome back to Kajun, whatever has been up to. Lags. Sorry to hear that. Hopefully no issues. So Otter is in, and Jovi's in. There we go. Well, as soon as I'm about to get going, then obviously the lobby just keeps filling up at long last. So, before we get going, hello people, please be civil and respectful to other racers and have fun. And there's Alex, and there's our friend Alex. Welcome along. Hope you're doing good. So there's just 11 of us. Once Jovi's selected a car, and Alex finished initializing, and yep. So yeah, go for it. Do your best, buddy. So quali started soon. And best of luck. And please leave the space and be mindful of those around you. Okay. So let's get to qualifying underway. Best of luck. And for those who are just joining me during the qualifying session, if you wish to race, let me know. Or if you want to split it, it's entirely up to you. So I am King. Welcome along. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you to subscribing to my YouTube channel, by the way. I hope you're well. So anybody new to the channel, I do open lobbies on Tuesday evenings in any car category, along with some bits and pieces of league racing stuff, and sometimes some open lobbies later on in the week. Yeah, I'm doing good, thank you. I hope you're doing good as well. So yeah, it's got up to like 11 people, and then obviously there is still a few more spaces for those who wish to race this one. Obviously it's just where if you want to spectate or you want to race, and therefore that I'll set the grid, not a problem at all. And that's if it's okay with everybody else, of course. Good to hear, buddy. Good to hear. Right, let's crack on. Get some tyres warmed up. I was wondering who was not in this race, but sorry to see that, buddy. I hope you manage to get the issue fixed, you know, with the lag, and we have got some people who are just jumped in during the qualifying session, so you know what to do, and let me know if you want to race this one. Not a problem if you're going to spectate it. Thank you very much, buddy. I appreciate it. And anybody liking the content of what I'm doing in terms of the open lobby services as well as the league racing ventures, especially the Garage World Series, feel free to like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of my content. Appreciate your support. I'll go and see if there's some that want to race this one, because this is only my first flying lap, and then I'm not overstressed with the that one, so I've asked them the question if they want to race this one, and if they say yeah, I have no problem setting the grid. Okay, dokie. Thank you for letting us know. So hopefully Kajun doesn't get lagged out. So we're starting to see some quality times coming through. No sandbags lurking in my car. Just asked some if they're willing to race this one, which they can do. CMR7's in. No problem, Thomas. Heinsberg is in. Welcome along, Heinsberger. Just pull out to one side. I just don't want to pull somebody up, and yeah. Good evening, Indian Steak. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're well, my brother. Appreciate it. Good evening, Heinsberger. Thank you very much for joining and for tuning in. Hope you're well, my friend. So, for those who don't know Indian Steak, he has a channel for those who like to go and check him out. He does open lobbies and league race adventures, especially the GT World Series, and he does post some daily races content as well. So, you know what to do. Have a look at his channel for those who like to go and see what he's up to. No problem. Yeah, that's it for those of us who had just joined but wasn't even aware. Oh, CMR7's left. No problem. So nearly a full lobby. Kept it on the track somehow, having gone a bit sideways whilst braking on the right-hander. Yazoo 69's in. And left, no problem. Currently on pole position. Hello Crab, welcome along. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're well. Yeah, Brazil's about to be crazy, and if it's the Formula One race that you mean, then yeah, I think we're in for yet what is going to be a cracking race. Especially looking on the weather reports, it looks like it's going to rain. So it's a bit like last year, but we don't know how bad the rain's going to be. So. Well, neither can I, so probably, oh, it's giving me like back to 2010 or something like that, well, if I remember correctly, because it's when there was 5 drivers with few races remaining that were in contention for the championship, narrowed down to 4, which is a rarity on that occasion, so, but yeah, it's, yeah. With 4 races to go, 2 sprint races left. I was going to say that, well, obviously that, I mean, going back to, well, for example, 2017 and 2018, when there was Hamilton versus Vettel in representing two separate car manufacturers at the time, and obviously Hamilton had just been walking it towards the end. Even the Valtteri did have the car, but it just like a bit inconsistent in some ways. So we've got our friend Brownie, who's joined in. So gotta be. There's one driver I feel who could win the championship, who's capable of beating the teammates, along with challenging with other people. There's gotta be Lando. It's gotta be Lando. So I'll just take a photo of these. So yep, I'm gonna set the grid, Dante. So I'm just gonna take a screenshot of that, so therefore that can get some more people in. So apologies for the delay for those who are just wondering, but thank you very much for your patience regardless. So I'm just going to set the grid. So practice race, grid set by host, and then save that in case happens. And we're got a full lobby already. Welcome. So our last, says Marty. Okay, so enter please. Setting grid. Marty says our last. That's a good one, pal. That's a good one. So once we've got enough people in. Craig, Thomas, ready up please. I see somebody. Thomas, are you ready, pal? Thank you. So now we're setting the grid. So I'm not last. So we'll just look at myself on pole. Dante was P2. Stigimos in third. Marty in fourth. Got Jovi in fifth. Dotter in. Handy Pint in seventh. We've got Craig in eighth. Where's Craig? Craig goes eighth. And we've got who else we've got in ninth or 10th? We've got Storm in 9th. We've got Alex in 10th. Heinsberger requested to go directly to the back, so that's not a problem. Okay, so we are sorted on that one. Thank you very much for your patience, and apologies for the inconvenience, by the way. So if you could pick like any older kind of inexpensive car. That's a good one, actually. That's a good one. Not really thought much of that. So good evening, Jovi. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome along. Hope you're well, and best luck to you as well. So Kajun's lagged out. So sorry, buddy. So hopefully he'll join back in for the next one. So have a good race, everyone, and best of luck. Let's have a clean race as well. So, before we get going, regardless of on your pace, that if you accidentally hit someone and if you feel it's your fault, just pull over to one side and give the place back where you can and where it's safe to do so. Take your time, don't rush it. Just find the right spot where it's safe to do so, and to give the place back to to the person you make contact with. Okie dokie. Ah, so we've got Attalad, who was in Mad Hatter. Welcome along, the creator. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're well. Yep, as you just spoke, the lobby's full, so I'm sure an opportunity will come for when somebody's left. So I'll just double check the grid because we have got Hatterhead who's just joined in. Ah, he's at the back, so no problem. Right, so without further ado, all 16 of us in, ready to get on with the first race of the evening. Let's get down to business and do the talking on the track, as we're about to begin the first race of the evening in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everyone. Audi R8 V10 manual, 2008, something like that. You don't see that many of them around these days, according to for what you can see on Auto Trader. Marty says 180 SX. Yeah. I like the old Lambos, the Gallardo, the Murcielago. It's like, well, you look at the new cars now, that they're not like what they used to be compared to 10, 20, 30 years ago when it comes to pure pace and raw horsepower and so on. But yeah. Obviously, obviously I've got two cars, like one that I use for work and the other that's just for my pride and joy. So we've got myself in the lead still, with Stiggy Moss in second, Marty in third. Ooh! Oh, sorry, Marty. I just lost it on my own, that's what happened. Just give the person some space. That is Handy Pine to make his way through. Yeah, a bit chaotic from my side, having gone over the curbs, well, slipped on the curbs or something, which made the other person looking like the innocent party. So probably going to have to give way where I can, because I do feel bad at the same time. Go on, Marty, if you can. I'm not fussed to where I'm finishing at the end. Oh, it's okay. Oh, it's okay. Gone onto the grass, so I had to make way also. Yeah. Jovi's had a moment. Oh yeah, I remember it too well. I remember that race too well, and I never will forget that race one day. Yeah. Oh, Andy Pint's gone off and had to head. Not sure what happened there, but yeah. So I remember when I was watching the Abu Dhabi, then it was a mess in some ways. I mean, it's like one of them races where after a long season where you had two quality drivers representing two different teams, that is Hamilton Verstappen versus Mercedes versus Red Bull, we've been through the highs and been through the lows, and obviously and the drama that goes off behind the scenes and on and off it. And Lewis, when he got off the line, then it looked like he was the one who looked in total control from start to nearly the finish. It looked like the title was his. The title was his, and then all of a sudden things had changed in a flash, further behind the field, when you had Mick Schumacher, that is Michael's son, who was fighting for position along with Nicholas Latifi. Even Latifi gone out wide, having got some dirty tyres, which left him to spin on his own in the second to very much last lap, in the last couple of corners, and just let these people by. You see this? And then of course the safety car came out, and it was just with 5 laps remaining, then Lewis was out leading. He had this under control with all of the hard compound tyres, and made them last as long as he possibly could. And it was out of fear. If he would have pitted, Max would probably stay out. Whereas out of fear, the race might have ended, or should have ended, or would have ended towards the end behind the safety car. And then of course you had 5 lap cars in the middle of it all. At 1 minute they decided to not let the lap cars past. Then the next minute they changed their mind. Not only that, Christian Horner was interfering with the race director to get that one racing lap in, which turned out it was a human error for the race director himself, which obviously we all know too well that what happened, that it was a human error that led to that mistake. And that of course gave Max the opportunity to take the lead of the race and for the championship, which left Hamilton looking like the innocent party, where he did everything all he could to try and win the race and of course the championship. And the way that the spectacle of it ended, I was mad, I was upset, I was fucked up with it all, after watching what was one of the most intense championship climaxes that I've seen, or we all seen in recent times. And for that to end in absolute shambles, that is the last thing we all needed. Apologies for my rant, because it's just that after all this time that we've been watching, and for it to end like that, it's not what you want to see and how you want to end the championship. And then it was just a question of what next for Lewis. And after that, as soon as I learned that in February 2022, when he made the first post on social media since the Abu Dhabi weekend, I knew he wasn't finished. But since then, that he'd been through a lot of it in the ground effect era, and obviously therefore that he obviously kept going a bit. Well, to try and get the F4 championship, it's not going to be easy, and yeah, exactly. Tell me about it, Stiggy Moss. Tell me about it. But yeah, and then, so as of from late, a couple of seasons later, we're going into his last season as a Mercedes driver before he heads up to Ferrari, and at last, the first race winner since Saudi Arabia, and I was there with my grandmother for what was her first time to watch it, and yeah, I did get emotional about after a lot he's been through and a lot that's happened and so on, and yeah. But yeah, so well done everyone. Choose a track, Stiggy Moss, please, if there's a certain track you have in mind. So we've got Stiggy Moss taking the win with Dante in second, Armdotter in third, Marty in fourth, Heinsberger in fifth, myself in sixth, Hattelad in seventh, Macy and Moritz in 8th. We've got Thomas in 9th, Alex in 10th, Brownie in 11th. We've got Zach in 12th, Craig in 13th, Storm, Pint and Jovi, the only ones to retire from this race. So Stiggy Moss, as mentioned, Red Bull Ring. We'll head off to Red Bull Ring. Yes, GG's all round, and GG's to Heinsberger, Dante. Yeah, I didn't realise about how many positions I made but after that spin, but a good recovery from my side. I'll take that. I'll take that. So let's head off to Hammond. Vettel had a good car. Red Bull has Verstappen. That's all I could say. Yeah. Back when it was very much like very much of a level playing field, and then obviously with 2018, it was looking like it was Vettel's to lose, and then the tragedy happened in Germany at his own race, which obviously a lot has happened since then. Even as for Lewis himself, with the experience he had to excel well under pressure, and therefore that be a force to be reckoned with in that generation. So quali starting in, give it 7 minutes. Yes, the through goes Hamilton, and obviously then you have me when I pass two people in their single complexion of corners and go through goes Danny C. So even when I was overtaking some cars at the race at Le Mans the other day for the Nations Cup race, and I saw some people, one of them spun out and the other took somebody out, and somebody was shouting through goes Danny C, and they went, that's my fan. So, but yeah. But I honestly feel sorry for Hamilton a lot. After a lot he'd been through this year with Ferrari, and of course the passing of his dog Roscoe, who sadly left us. You know that. So, as of for next season, then it's an unknown. So no matter how long he'll try to go for the 8th World Championship, he may as well just keep going until his body and mind can't do it anymore. Because let's be honest, the McLaren's on form, then you have Verstappen for Red Bull, and then so Lance Stroll strolling into that much drama, of course. I mean, this is the thing that, like, for any racer wishes to dream for Ferrari, it's any racer's wish to dream for Ferrari, and then you're going to have to overcome some of the challenges you have to face, or from the culture and so on. And obviously, having read earlier on that they're going to go for next season with the pushrod suspension system on the rear, so therefore that it'll be a different car, just like every other team that have a completely different car with all the new regulations of the engine spec, chassis and aero. So but yeah, as long as Max don't win the championship, it's nice to have a new name on the board for sure. So it'll be either between Lando and Oscar. But the thing is with Oscar, that he's not been on the best of forms lately, although that it's just a few tenths is all it takes, isn't it? All it takes is just some tenths, and the one trick that Lando's done, which no other driver has done, is you know, that section on the dashboard where the delta time on the dashboard or so, he turned that off, Lando, so therefore he could concentrate on the on the track more, which is totally understandable, because it can be pretty distracting for some. Okay, no problem. So ideally the objective is to enjoy the competition as it is, because you never know, things might change pretty quickly, for sure. Yeah. So that trick he's doing with no delta time on the dashboard, certainly doing the trick. That's for sure. And there's Hat Ahead, Brownie. Ayo. So I'm in the Honda for this race, the modern Honda NSX. So let's have a look at who got out of the grid. Yeah, a six-wheeler has this. So I've got Stiggy Moss in the Mitsubishi, Heitzberger in the McLaren, and I've got Missien in the Peugeot. I've got Alex in the Porsche, Roxy, and there's Craig in the BMW, and there's Thomas in the Lamborghini, and there's Storm in the Mercedes. And there's Brownie in the Lambo, Hatalad in the Porsche. We've got Dante in the Ferrari. We've got Armadotta in the Ferrari. And there's Kajun back in, of course. So let's hope that there's no issues from this side. And there's Desperi in the Lexus. Danny C in the pits in the Honda. Marty gone? Or was he only time for that one race? Okie dokie. Sorry that I missed you, Marty. Thank you for joining, and have a great evening, whatever you could be doing. Yeah, this is giving me like memories of, well, the flashbacks of the Volkswagen Polo World Rally car when the Volkswagen Motorsport was around the World Rally Championship at one stage. So quali started soon. Best of luck, and please leave space. Oh, almost forgot something. I just got to put qualifying in. I do apologise. I do apologise. Very, very close. Very close to starting the race. Mad Hatter's left. So just Brownie and Craig. I had to put qualifying because I almost started the race. I do apologise, everyone, because of I was saving the track and that sort of thing. So let's get to qualifying underway. Yeah, since they've done something to that to Max's Red Bull, since from Italy onwards, it just been like driving the nuts out of it and so on, and then no, Katchen's left. Connection issues. I do apologise to see what happened. Apologies to see what happened. Sorry to see that. Yeah, there must be something. A high sensitivity, of course. High sensitivity. Yeah. Yeah, since when he raced with Max, then as teammates, then obviously it was very tough for somebody to get the most out of the second car and the challenges that you face. But yeah, it makes you wonder then, obviously, that they've got no problem with Maximo just carrying a Red Bull, and then obviously Yuki getting some points with limited resources that we have in terms of the package that he was given also, and of course it's just a case of getting to score as many points as possible for Red Bull, as they've got second place at the constructors to race for. Same with Mercedes and Ferrari. Yeah. So we've got Heidsberger currently on provisional pole at the minute. So less than 5 minutes to go. Okie dokie. And as you just joined, we've got Stigy Moss, who's jumped up to P3. Somebody's had a sprinter. So it's Germany 1, 2, 3 at the minute. Yeah, I gotta say about, I don't know if I had a taco, but probably like ages ago. But it's been a while since I had a taco. Obviously, in my country, obviously you have Taco Bell, and obviously some places, whatever they call it, that also do tacos. Yes, there is Taco Bells in the UK. Stigy Moss on pole position in a minute. Yeah, the more you know, the more knowledge you have. I once tried Popeyes. I once tried Popeyes, all just for the fried chicken with no bones, and then I've not even been there. Well, last time I had one was, even if it was that one time, was 2 years ago. So it's like I've not even like been fussed with with the fast foods as much. I'm just literally eating as clean and as best as I can, and obviously that when you have the likes of the McDonald's, for example, the one thing I would have from a McDonald's is the wrap of the days, barbecue chicken with a barbecue grilled chicken. You can't go wrong with them. You can't go wrong with them barbecue grilled chicken wraps. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy when obviously when you have the McDonald's, the KFCs, the Popeyes. It's crazy. Right, qualifying done. Right, let's have a look. Not sure if Kareem wants to race this one, so welcome along. As we've got Stiggy Moss Racing taking pole position with Dante in second. We've got Dale Latches in third. We've got Heinsberger in fourth. We've got Armed Otter in fifth. Myself in sixth. Moritz in seventh. We've got Thomas in eighth. We've got Brownie in ninth, Alex in 10th, we've got Craig in 11th, we've got Storm in 12th, and we had Kajun, who was in this qualifying session but lagged out, unfortunately. So best of luck to those on this one. Yes, and thank you very much for joining Blue Crab, and it's been a while, and have a great afternoon, evening, whatever you're up to, and I hope to see you again soon. So without further ado, let's get the second race underway as we're about to begin race 2 of the evening in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, Stiggy Moss, good luck to you as well. Grid start with 4-star check is on. Should be grid start with 4-star check on, really. Oops. Felt like I made up some places, but then I stayed where I started. So everyone seems to be getting through okay. mission in the Peugeot. A little bit of nudging, of course. So the battle for P3 is heated up nicely, side by side with Heinsberger, but he's just got the legs, even though he has a half-second penalty for track limits. And he has another half-second penalty dished out to him also. Oh, that was very close. Had to slow down a touch so I don't get caught out with the track limit violation system. So we have got a couple of naughty people up ahead with time penalties. Might get two around the outside. Last of the late breakers gets the move done. So there's Brownie, who has a half-second penalty for track limits also. And that McLaren's got some legs. Who's going to be last of the breaks? I might as well try it around the outside if I can. There we go. Look at that. Another clip for driving around the outside of people. Oh, somebody's almost lost a car and has a time penalty for suspected track limits. Oh, the daddy's in. Welcome along. Hope you're doing good, mate. Been a while. Good evening, Jackson. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're well, my friend. P4's up for grabs. Maybe one place even better if I could get anywhere near the third place driver, which felt like a distance. So Mason's defending. Good exit. In a good slingshot for Slipstream. Just change up a gear. He's defending. Who's going to be last on brakes? No traction control. Rear wheels spinning like crazy to try and gain the edge. Oh, might want to give the place back if you can, Heinsberger. Okay, we'll go there. Yeah, it's a good game, GT7. So always welcome to join as long as you're clean and respectful. So, and for those who are new, obviously just about to get into grips with GT7, get to know. So grab the replays if you want them. I was going to say, Heinsberger, that obviously I was aiming for the apex, and obviously I felt there was a right rear contact. So if you don't mind, and yeah, I'm going to say that I felt there was contact there. So that if you could for next time, then just take your time to get the place back and where you can, and where it's safe to do so. Just don't rush it, and don't stress on the. Don't stress on the little tap. It's just one of those things. Yeah, I've got the replay saved, so grab the replays if you want them. So welcome to Stiggy Boss. So do you want to choose the track first, please? If there's a certain track you have in mind. No stress, no stress there, buddy. No stress, it's all good. I didn't make a big deal out of of that. It was just one of those things that where obviously them little things where it's towards the end of the race, then, and it doesn't matter where you finish, but as long as you are showcasing the sportsmanship, then obviously yeah, no stress. You choose, mate. Got to go and eat dinner, mate. No problem. Thank you for letting us know. I'll choose the track. So we're gonna go off to the Chicken of Death. Oh, this is gonna get really tasty. So get ready. I was given the honors, buddy. I was given the honors, Alex. And normally it's winner chooses track, and whoever wins could choose the track. Obviously, if the winner doesn't have a certain track in mind, can pass it on to somebody else. Quali starting in 7 minutes. Yeah, thanks for joining in, Stiggy Moss, and have a good one, and I hope to see you again soon. Alex Becker says Spa. Yes, and welcome along, and hope you're doing good. So we've got Ronaldo in as well. No problem, Dante. No problem. I'll go with the BMW. Commentators in. Welcome along. Another thing too, Heinsberger, as well, I forgot to mention then, obviously, it's difficult to, well, for anybody using the VR, obviously, that it's just like the little things also, which, I mean, there's no point to make a big deal of it. It's just that hard, like, for somebody who also has the VR, which, when you're in a car, and you can look very much everywhere, it's like when you're in a real car, it's difficult to judge for in terms of getting the braking together and what have you. So, but yeah, that no stress, buddy. No stress. Welcome along, Derek. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're well. I like what you're progressing. Appreciate it a lot. Why not ask viewers to choose a track now and again? Can A, B, or C drive a DR? So, yeah, that's obviously I'm open to that, in all honesty. So, what is it with this livery that? Because I've noticed the other day that when I was doing a quali lap the other day. And I noticed that the default livery has just like come up on my screen, where the monster livery, and then all of a sudden that I'm using a standard BMW Motorsport livery. What is going on? Is it just a glitch or something I'm experiencing? No worries, Derek. No worries, Derek. Yes, and appreciate it, Heinsberger. Anytime. We'll have some Hawkston. Well, if anybody's tried that Hawkston Premium Lager, I tried it months ago, and it's lovely stuff. Definitely recommend it. Even if you're in the UK, there are some supermarkets, especially Morrison's, do Hawkston Premium Lager, as well as the Session Bar, which. The Session Bar, if I can describe it correctly, the Session Pie tastes a bit like the Peroni, whereas the Premium Lager of Hawkston, you cannot go wrong with that. Even if you drink the Premium Lager from the tap, the barrel tap, it tastes even nicer. Anybody out on the track, let me know if I'm running a monster livery from their screens, because for some reason that, I'm using the default livery, which I had the monster livery on, but then obviously for some reason that I'm running a default livery. I just had to be mindful through the chicane of death. No, it's only practice, so just getting the feel for the car and everything. So let's have a quick look at who got out on track. So as you can see, I've got the monster livery on my car from my screen on the player board. So we've got Corporate. Hope you're doing good. My daughter in the Ferrari. Krim in the Nismo. Oh, Rufo Toast is glitching in front of Krim, who is in the Nismo. Corroborated the Beetle. And there's Craig in the Nismo. Who the Daddy, one of the original friends, of course. Also in the Ferrari. And there's Alex in Roxy. And there's Toast. And there's Mauritian in the Toyota. And there's Brownie in the Lambo. And there's Thomas in the Lambo. Heinsberger in the McLaren. Danny C. Okrim Dersby. Quali started soon. Best of luck, everyone. And please leave space. Being mindful of those around you. So there's 14 of us in. And for those who are just joining the join the qualifying session, if they wish to race, let me know. Let's get qualifying underway. Good luck. Right. Let's go. Copy. Yeah, it looked pretty laggy and obviously not showcasing the sportsmanship in that sense. So don't take it too personally. It's just I see something, and then obviously I note it, and if any action it takes gets further, then obviously I just deal with it accordingly. So this is what I mean of this is like the default to livery I'm running, not the monster livery. That's okay. I'll live with that. Obviously, this car has done 6,254.5 miles on the clock. Get the tyres warmed up as well as the brakes. Therefore, I'll be able to get enough pressure on my tyres as well. Let's go. There we go. Now we're running, now we're running, now we're running, now we're running. So we're starting to see some quality times coming through. We have got somebody up front that's currently on the flying lap, I believe. Flat out. Gonna have to back off a little bit and recompose myself, having topped the timesheets for the moment. Got 5 and a bit minutes left. I'm just gonna go around slowly a touch, so I don't want to be spawning back into the pit, because otherwise it could upset somebody's screen a little bit with the bit of lag. Take a sip of a Monster. Lando's Monster, of course. Let's go. Brake balance set to 5 to the rear. Philness, welcome along. Welcome to my channel. Hope you're doing good. And I hope all is well from your end. Obviously, for those who don't know me, you get to know me. I do open lobbies, normally on Tuesdays. Started in times between 6:15 and 7 o'clock, 7:30 UK time. Yep, good to see you too. So I do open lobbies on Tuesdays and sometimes later on the week, and obviously do some league racing ventures, especially the Gran Turismo World Series stuff. So hopefully you don't mind, Phil. And for those who don't know Phil, he has a channel for those who'd like to go and have a look, as he does open lobbies on Gran Turismo 7 as well as that. And I've seen like little bits like pop up, like like that shooting game or something similar to Battlefield. So hope you appreciate the shout out I gave to you. So as you just joined, and obviously this is the last couple of minutes of qualifying, trying to better my time if I can, but a lot to play for in the race as well. Yeah, I had a crack at Call of Duty at one stage. When I was religiously playing Warzone through lockdown and so on, and having got that sort of the new normality back, then obviously that haven't been on it as much. Although I had a crack at the old Warzone, the Verdansk, at one stage, and then I haven't been on it for quite some time. And but yeah, definitely give that a crack at some point. And yeah. Bit of a steering correction there in the second to last corner. Ready to begin what is my last lap of qualifying, unless the continuation time says anything different. And we've got time, 2 minutes continuation time, of course. Somebody's chilling on the gravel. I'm getting there, and I'm pretty adaptable with controller and wheel in terms of pace. Just need to navigate my way through the chicane of death. Bah! Flat out. Bah! Nice try, Barriers. Around the final couple of corners. Keep it together. And that is a low 37, which I'll take over half a second ahead of my opponent. And yeah, I'll take it. When I was playing racing games, I was literally playing on the controller, which I still feel ultra competitive on the controller. And I have no issue just using the wheel with the pedals and so on. And obviously I have this wheel for 2 and a bit years now. So it's just got it directly from Curry's, and I've got a warranty with it also. So no issues, other than just like every now and then some slight little blipping on the throttle, which no, I'm done on that one. So who's Swifty, welcome along. Thank you very much for joining, and hope you're doing good. So we've got myself taking pole position. Good, I had to screenshot that. I'm not sure if Swifty wants to race this one, so I just So we've got myself taking pole position with Dante in second, Heinsberger in third, Armadotter in fourth, we've got Brownie in fifth, Huda Daddy in sixth, Cobra Trait in seventh, we've got Missian in eighth, we've got Alex in ninth, Okrim in 10th, and we've got Thomas in 11th, Craig in 12th, Dursby in 13th, and Rufo Toast the only one to not set a time because I kicked him. So thank you very much. Oh, he's left. He's left. Not a problem. Excuse me. So, yeah, half a second ahead of my opponent. Blimey. I was like literally composed and everything and hooked up with the car and my ability and so on. Anyhow, best of luck everyone, and let's have a clean race. You know the drill. If you accidentally hit someone and if you feel it's your fault, pull over to one side where you can and where it's safe to do so. Take your time to give the place back to the person you make contact with. Don't rush it. You know, just take your time. And then we have got somebody who's loaded in, whoever that might be. Despre, oh, do you want to race this one? Do you want to race this one? So, and if he does want to race this one, I'll have to set the grid as well. So, apologies for the delay in advance of it if it comes to it. So, let's see if Desperie... Okay, no problem. Thank you for letting us know. It's that blank message. I don't know what's that blank message saying. Okay. Anyhow, without further ado, let's get this next race underway in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great start with false start check is on as well. So good luck everyone. Let's go. Come on. Ferrari's quick off the line. Oops. Oh, I do apologise if it's just have to be mindful of those on my right. So got Corporator in the Beetle. So who is going to survive the first lap at the chicane of death? Whoa! Slightly off the line while using as much curb as I dared. So we've got Dante in the lead with Heinsberger in second. Oh, Armadapter's touched the grass there, keeps the third place with myself in fourth. Got Batretti in fifth. We've got O'Creer in sixth, Craig in seventh, Hudadabi in eighth. Yes, good evening to you, Swifty. Hope you're well. I've got tremendous momentum there. Oh, just lost it a touch there. Just bit of oversteer on that one. Got dirty tyres, but we're still on the track. Need to get some dirty tyres swept away. The lead is 2.9 seconds, so a lot could change in a flash. Oh, Heinsberger's at the moment, hasn't he? So we're up to P3. Currently setting the fastest lap of the race. With 2 laps to go, a lot can happen, I'm sure of that. The leader almost lost it, but kept it together somehow. Hello, driver 60. Welcome along. Oh, it's going to be last on the brakes. It's still there, still there. We're on the last lap now. Oh, it's going to be last on brakes. Got a bit deep. Heinsberger's going to take advantage as well after my poor judgment of breaking. Oh, Heinsberger's. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. He's lost it on his own. I saw him go over the curbs and then the car unsettled. So that's what kind of happened, really. Sorry to see that, buddy. It looked like there was just a mistake of their own, so definitely get the replay saved before I get a different perspective. So around the final couple of corners, and just would have thought it was looking to be an intense battle at the end, but not meant to be. But it doesn't matter because we've made it in one piece and we survived the chicken of death. So welcome to Dante on the win. Okay. So grab the replays if you want them. That was for the viewers. I'm going to say that to me. It looked as though you were just hop, skipping and jumping over the curbs, whilst taking advantage of that racing line that some people tend to brave it out on the fast right-hander. So, do you want to choose the track first, please, Dante, if there's a certain track you have in mind? Yep, GTCU Heinsberger. Thanks, Brownie. Appreciate it. Well, it's just getting the lines together, which is another thing, I'm sure of that. And so we're off to Rolanta for the next one. Yeah, if in doubt, flat out. If you're going to try, yeah, there we go. So we're off to Road Atlanta. 5 minutes qualifying or 10 minutes qualifying? Anybody? Obviously, it's stuck at 10 minutes qualifying. So let me know if you want to shorter qualifying. Heinsberger's requested 5, no problem. Anybody else down for 5 minutes quali? Or are you happy with 10? Offer practicing the EDC Championship. Thank you very much for the sub, buddy. I appreciate it. I'll have a look when I can. So because I am not down for league racing championships, of course. Although that I have signed one up that started in in the future. Can't say when. So obviously got a my signature on the upcoming league race. So obviously Heinz is down for 5. So can't see anybody else. So let's see if anybody's happy with 5. If not, I'll just get it back to 10. Who the daddy says 5? No problem. Thank you very much for your time there, Brownie. I appreciate it a lot. And have a great evening, and I hope to see you again soon. So Craig says 5. Yeah, 5 minutes qualifying, no problem at all. So quali starting in, we'll give it 7 minutes. I'll be sticking with the BMW. May as well go go for the endurance model, because I have no idea why is my monster livery not showing up. Must be a glitch or something. Let's see. I thought so. I'll just go with the endurance model. Go with the endurance model. So whilst you get some practice, I'm going to go for a quick toilet break, and I'll be back in 2 secs. And I'm back. Welcome along, Stubborn Hooker. Where is Stubborn Hooker? Let's get some track time with this car. Yeah, you can see the monster liveries. It's on the endurance model, no problems. But it's just a sprint model. I have no idea what's going on with this sprint model. Just let this person by. I believe he's on a flying lap. Same with the other person. and somebody's chilling on the runoff area. Whoopsie daisies. That was a lovely 360 there. Anyhow, let's have a look at who we got out on the track. So we have Dante in the Ferrari. Okrim, that's about who it was that's chilling on the runoff area, as he's in the Mercedes. Hooda Daddy drifted around doing donuts on the grass. Or a bit of lawn mowing service, of course. So we have Alex in Roxy. And I've got Amadoctor in the Ferrari. We've got Thomas in the Lamborghini. We've got Swifty in the Honda NSX. And then we have Craig in the Nismo. And we have Messian in the Peugeot. And then Heitzberger in the McLaren. And there's Danny C. Stubborn Hocker. Dursby. Okie dokie. So. Quali starting soon. Best of luck. And, please leave. I'll put setting. Please leave space and be mindful of those around you. Okay, so let's get qualifying underway. Good luck, everyone. Carvalho's left. Just as I'm about to start qualifying. Welcome along, Skins. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're well, my friend. I'll just back off a touch and let somebody by. Good to hear, buddy. I'm not too bad, thank you. Obviously done some races since 7 o'clock, of course. Obviously, what is this, like the 4th race of the evening, something like that? I lost count, but maybe 5. So yeah, that's well, I'm doing good in general. So appreciate you for stopping by as always, regardless whatever you're up to. So let's get this flying laps over done with. Thanks for letting me by, Craig. Although that might not be the best place to start a lap by just arriving by just stopping at the last corner before you do a flying lap, because otherwise you'll get a slow start of the lap, of course. So I start to see more qualifying times coming through. Oh, Craig spun off. Ah, right. I'm not sure how that happened, to be fair. Perhaps it's just a bit of a oversteer, overdrive kind of thing. There we go. Purple on the last two sectors. Let's see what this next sector or two has to offer. Last fine lap now. Last couple of sectors now. Into the 17s I go. I'll take it. Well done, everyone. Thanks, Heinz. Appreciate it. Right. Vanguard has joined in. Welcome along. I'm not sure if he wants to race this one, so I've got myself on pole position, the only driver to get it into the 17s, with Derlatches in second, Heinsberger in third, Mike in fourth. We've got Dante in fifth. We've got Akrim in seventh. We've got Otter in seventh. We've got Huda Daddy in eighth. We've got Alex in ninth. We've got Thomas in 10th. Swifty in 11th. Craig in 12th. We've got Moritz in 13th. So, good luck, everyone. Have a good one. And please leave space as well. And give the place back to the person you made contact with, if it comes to it. You know what I mean? So let's get this next race underway in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grid start with 4-star check is on too. Let's do this. Dante off to a flyer there in the Ferrari. Just had to be mindful of the car in front of him in terms of the braking. And then that's when I start to light up the pace. Dante with that much traction out of the corners, but it's just a question of how much the Ferrari can pull in the straights. Obviously the McLaren's pretty quick on the straight, as you can tell with Heinsberger closing in. Getting all out of shape over the chicane. It's just that when I get out to that slow corner, second gear, and just enough traction out of that corner, the Ferrari just pulls away out of the slow speed corners. Snap of oversteer there, but I'm closer than ever. So we've got Dante leading, myself in second, Heinsberger in third. Setting the fastest lap of the race so far. Dante getting onto the grass a bit more now, leaving them with dirty tyres. Just over 4/10. Dante trying to break the toe a little bit. So we've got the last lap ahead. Probably got a bit wider than I liked. Yeah, it looks like Dante's got this one, unless he makes a mistake. Heinsberger with a half-second penalty should be able to keep P3. And Desperate, obviously, in 4th. Swifty in 5th. Aldotter in 6th. Hudadani in 7th. Thomas in 8th. Well done, Dante. Well played. Well played, everyone. Yes, GG everyone. GG Heinz and Dante. So grab the replays if you want them. So do you want to choose a track for us, please? If there's a certain track you have in mind. Thanks, GG. So we have Dante taking the win with myself in 2nd with the fastest lap. Heinsberger in 3rd. We've got Despre in 4th. We've got Armidotta in 5th. Swifty in 6th. Huda Daddy in 7th. Thomas in 8th. Craig in 9th. Alex in 10th. We've got Moritz in 11th. Okrium and Mike, the only ones to retire from this race. No problem. Deep Forest it is. So we're off to Deep Forest for the next one, which is going to be in Sunset. Variable time set to 1. There we go. No problem, Alex. Thank you. If that's you done, thank you very much for joining. Have a great evening, whatever you're up to. or great afternoon, and I hope to see you again soon. So there's 7 of us actually on this one. Was wondering, anybody want a room refresh, or are we okay as we are? Obviously there's 7 of us in, so I thought I'd ask, and or if we're happy with just the 7 of us. Thomas is calling it. So just in case, obviously you'll save the settings if we go down that way. Well, not to worry, because we have somebody, we've got somebody who's just joining. Yes, you too, Thomas, and thank you very much for joining. Have a great evening, whatever you're up to, and I hope to see you again soon. Waffle Dino's in. Welcome along, Waffle Dino. And if you just joined in, obviously I'm not sure, mate, if you was looking to get the room refresh or something, but we'll see how that pans out with everyone else. So, no worries, Craig. Thank you for joining. Have a great evening, what are you up to? And I hope to see you again soon. So, welcome along, Waffle Dino. Yeah, see if lobby reopen. Well, that's if anybody wants one. And there's a couple that says a good idea. So I'm gonna have to refresh the lobby. Feel free to follow up. Okie dokie. So let's get the lobby reopened. Okie dokie. So we've got the lobby settings saved on that one. So we have got somebody who's just joined in. Welcome back. If it's somebody who raced in the last one, which there is. Welcome back, Dante. Razzo's in. Welcome, Razzo. Dursby. Welcome back. So once we get another person in or two in the lobby, then I'll announce the countdown to qualifying, which we have got another person joining in. Got Helder in. Excuse me. Buffalo Dino back in. GTS 92 Lavatrice. Heidsberger's back. Welcome back. So quali starting in 5 minutes. So I'm going to get some track time as well. Just looking at the football scores with the Champions League. And we've got the Typhoon in as well. Whoa! Bit of a mid-slide corner there, having gone onto the grass. And we've got Goat joining in. I think we're close to, or we're at the full lobby window. And Toby's in. So there is one more slot left. Doctor's back in. Welcome back. so let's have a look at who we got out on the track. So we've got Lavatrice in the Peugeot, as we've got Elder in the Mercedes, Razzo in the Porsche, BCM in the Lexus, and there's Heitzberg in the McLaren, Stampede in the Dodge, and there's Toby in the Porsche, and there's RCT in the Ferrari, and there's Cloudy Long in the Ford Mustang, and there's myself, Dante Dursby of Fulvino, so let's get qualifying underway, as it's been 5 minutes. We have got somebody who has just joined in as well to make it a full lobby. Petruccio, welcome along. So let's get this qualifying underway. Quali starting soon. Best of luck, and please leave space and be mindful of those around you. Are you racing this one, Albedotta, or are you spectating? Petro's just changing the car all at the moment. Apologies for the delay in advance. Oh, he's left. Okie dokie. Alright, let's get this qualifying session underway. Good luck. Let's go. What a me. Been a long day. So that one's been noted. Ah, D-Lox is in. Welcome along. Hope you're doing good, buddy. Yes, nice to see you again, buddy. This is going to be my final attempt. Gotta be close. Just need to get the hairpin together. Probably not the best of exits, but let's see what happens on the run down to the home straight. Obviously somebody's managed to improve their qualifying time. Right, say hello to our friend D-Lox, as it's been a while. See if he wants to race this one. Let's see what he says. Whilst I run down the qualifying, so we've got Paitrucio taking pole. We've got RCT in second, Waffledino in third. We've got Lavatrice in fourth, Toby in 5th, Stampede in 6th, myself in 7th, Durspate in 8th, we've got Heinsberger in 9th, we've got BCM in 10th, we've got Elder in 11th, we've got Razzo in 12th, we've got Valentine in 13th, we've got Cloudy Long in 14th, Dante not setting the time in 15th, so obviously just waiting right for a response and to see if D-Logs wants to race this one, and so far no response. So yeah, appreciate the compliment, Heinsberger. Good lobby so far. So no, it's totally fine, and obviously I don't mind doing the setting in the grid kind of thing, but somebody's left and obviously joined back in, whoever that might be. Benelli, no problem. So have a good race, everyone. Best of luck, and let's have a clean race as well. I mean, it's up to you if you want to race this one. I can set the grid, but I just needed to take the pictures of the grid, and then I can set it as long as everybody's all ticked in. So best of luck, everyone. Let's get this next race underway in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. I appreciate you giving me the freedom to choose. So we'll get this race underway, and then we'll go on to whichever track we're going off to for the last race of the stream. So you're just in time for the last race of the stream, buddy. Let's go. Oh, it's alright. Don't stress, buddy. I will just try braking to keep my distance as best I can to the car at front. Portuguese is behind me, and a good battle for first up ahead, followed by a group of people fighting for P3. Felt the snap of oversteer there. Still there. Felt a little something. Ooh. Sorry, buddy. Good job he's pointing in the right direction somehow. After the ghosting I've stopped. Obviously sticking with my slipstream also. Leave him enough space. So Toby's got a half-second time penalty for what looks to be a track limit violation. The Americans got the position back. Got Matusio in the lead with Lavatrice in second, Stampede in third. So Toby served a half-second penalty for track limits. You can see the Mentalia's running away in first and second and third. Dominating my lobby. Oh. Well done for giving way, Toby. Showcasing the sportsmanship. Heinsberger's gonna send one, making it 3 wide into the hairpin. Oops, my apologies. Not to worry, not to worry. And that dropped me down to P10 in the end. So well done everyone who took part on that one. Made no odds having got a half-second time penalty which dished out. And so what happened was that out of the final hairpin, the hairpin on the last lap, I gone over the track limits. That's why I've got a half-second penalty, which obviously resulted in a 1-second penalty. So well done. Do you want to choose a track for us, please? If there's a certain track you have in mind. Let's see if Lavatories gets to choose us a track. Otherwise, he'll pass. Otherwise, if he doesn't choose a track for us, then Sardinia B reverse. Okay, Sardinia B reverse. Okie dokie. So we'll go to Sardinia, wherever that is. Sardinia. Not Wimmore's road track. Sardinia B reverse. Okay, that's like the short lap. Okay, so that is that all we're done with. Winner chooses track, and then unless the winner who hasn't chose the track for us can pass it on to somebody else, and so this is going to be the last race of the stream, I'm afraid. So enjoy it while you can. And I'm not sure specifically what day I'll be doing for some open lobbies. We'll be being off for a week on annual leave, so good, mate. Glad to hear. Yes, thank you, Dante. Appreciate it. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for your support. So let's get the countdown underway. Quali starting in 5 minutes. Okie dokie. So I'm going to go with the Mercedes then. Let's go. Whoa, somebody's losing it out to that corner. And then you can see a lot of tyre marks where a lot of people got it wrong there. I remember racing in that lap kind of layout 2 years ago in the Aston Martin Super League championship race, where I've eventually got my first podium of that campaign. Pardon me. Despre, thank you very much. Appreciate the feedback, and welcome to the channel. And if you're new, I do open lobbies on Tuesday evenings, obviously for any car category, in all honesty, and then sometimes some open lobbies later on in the week, depending what I've got on my schedules. And I've done some league racing ventures as well. And so anybody new to the channel, if you're liking the content, smash the like button and subscribe if you haven't. Appreciate it a lot. Obviously I'm not the only one to be getting some lines, not getting some lines together in a tight and twisty complex circuit. So let's have a look at who we got out on the grid. So we've got Lavatrice in the Nismo, Cloudy Lung in the Corvette, and we've got Dante in the Ferrari, and we've got Deluxe in the Mercedes, and we've got Valentine in the Porsche, BCM in the Porsche, Benelli in the Mercedes, Buffaldino in the Ferrari, we've got Stampede in the Dodge Viper, we've got Heinzberger in the Ferrari, and there's Danny C. Despre. So let's 5 minutes up. Let's get this qualifying session underway. Quali starting soon. Best of luck, and please leave space and be mindful of those around you. So there's 12 of us in, so we are good to get this last race, qualifying underway, and then we're going with some 5-lap sprint racing, of course, for this track. Good luck, everyone. Unless if there's some people that join in the middle of the session, and if you wish to race this one, then let me know, and I'll set the grid. Or if you want to watch there, that's totally fine. You're not the only one, buddy. Although I've raced this race at this track in a league race before, and then yeah, it's just about getting the corners chained together, especially how windy it's looking, like 4.2 miles per hour, something like that. pointed towards the west. East, sorry. West. Yeah, I was right on that one. On wind direction. What am I thinking east for? I just thought, warm the tyres up the max power way. I've got a car behind, so I'd best get a move on. So I kept it on the track at this sector. So let's see what I can do in this one. This lap is looking tidy. Let's see where I'm at. So P3 at the minute. D-Log's in P3 at the moment. Heitzberger moving up us some places, so I've got one more flying lap after this one. Slight improvement on there. Whoa! Purple in that sector, and then I almost lost the car there. Even quicker than I did. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Oh, 2/10 or under 2/10. I'll take it. Considering that it's one of them tracks that I don't often race at that layout in reverse. Right, there's 12 of us in, so let's get this qualifying result on the run. You love that track, Dante. Yeah, can't complain really. We've got Lavatrice on pole position, with myself in second, Waffledino in third, BCM in fourth, Heinsberger in fifth, D-Locks in sixth, we've got Stampede in seventh, we've got Dante in eighth, Benelli in ninth, we've got Cloudy Long in 10th, we've got Valentine in 11th, and there's Dursby, the only one to not set a time. So yeah, like it's like a roller coaster track kind of thing. So you had the 18 in you, optimal. I was going to say that, but you're not pretty good in that one. So yeah, I mean, there's no stress there, but obviously the criteria is just to be respectful and clean to others. And so let's get this last race underway. So best luck and have a good one. Showcase the sportsmanship a bit. For example, if you accidentally hit somebody, if it's your fault, just pull over to one side. Don't worry about where you finish. Just do the right thing to give the place back to the person you've been in contact with. So without further ado, let's get this last race underway in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Best of luck. Let's go. Let's go. Off to a flying start there, along with Waffledino. How am I even 1.8 seconds ahead out of the final few corners? I have no idea. And I'm just running away with everyone, running away from everyone as if we enter the second lap with a 2-second gap between myself and P2. Looked like a pretty good battle for second, third and fourth. I just tipped the wheel on the gravel. Don't want to be doing that too often because I'll end up with not really much grip. No, Snake! This is the last race of the stream. So sorry, buddy. Properly hooked on with this track and car so far. Obviously there's myself leading the race with Lavatrice in second, Deluxe in third, Waffledino in fourth, Heitzberger in fifth, BCM in sixth, Dante in seventh. We've got Cloudy Lung in eighth. So one on the last lap now. Just need to bring it home. Round the final corner to finish off the stream on a positive note. Danny C takes the win. Get in there, Danny. Oh. In the world of my own for a moment there. Somebody's calling for somebody to kick for ramming. Well, it's the last race of the stream, so If I see them names like that, then obviously, and if that person does it again, will be a kick in for when I next do open lobbies. So, and that is fastest lap and a clean race as well. Lavatrice, welcome along. Pleasure to meet you. Hope you're well. So, who wants kicking? Well, this is the last race anyway, so just like to spare a moment to say thanks for joining. Subscribe to my YouTube at It's Danny C. See you next time and take care all. Last race, buddy, I'm afraid. And sorry to those who are just joining on the last one, the turtle. Sorry that this is the last race of the stream. My pleasure, Heinz. My pleasure. So we've got myself taking the race win with a fast lap, with Lavatrice in second. We've got Heinsberger in third, BCM in fourth, D-Lox in fifth, Dante in fifth, Stampede in seventh. We've got Tersprit in eighth. We've got Benelli in ninth. We've got Valentine in 10th, Claudia Long in 11th, Waffledino, the only one to retire from this race. So let me see if there's any lobbies that are still going on for at this time of the night. So let me see. Pints Drew Pichiro, the one who raced with us, who's doing a clean race of recruitment for a team. From Lobby Orbit, SMF Racing GR4. Who's that in? Our friend David. 5 lap race at GR3 without BOP on. Let's see. Sonny Lau's in. And we've got PlayStation Racer, that is Mitchell Morgan. And that's our friend who was obsessed with my monster deliveries, that is the South African Gamer Dan. And we've got a lobby run by somebody. Let's see who was in there. And there's Ice Cube, who was in my lobbies. And there's Evo Series. That, I believe it's a league race, which it is by the looks of things. So don't forget to do the online time trials. So obviously with online time trials, it's tough to get a gold well for some people. So here is this is the one that expires on Thursday. So obviously this is my current time as well. Obviously, I'm not fussed on the outcome. It's just only 1.5 seconds between myself and Jeddah Racing. I am in the works with the Discord side of things, so bear with me on that one, Heinsberger. Do apologise in advance of it if not got round to it as much as I would have liked. But that's something that I am currently working behind the scenes in that sense. So it's just depending who's willing to see some of our content in that way. So yeah, something that I'll be doing more of in that one. Tyler, man, so sorry that this is the last race of the stream, I'm afraid. But regardless, appreciate you sparing a moment to say hello on the go. There is another opportunity for some open lobbies, probably Thursday or Friday. Friday just after the spring qualifying will finish. So there is another opportunity, unless I've got something else coming up. So we've got the GR Yaris, which to me the GR Yaris is the hardest to to get a gold, in my honest opinion, no matter what surface, if it's on tarmac or snow or gravel. And we've got the Chaparral GT2Js, so we've got Kevin De Bruyne. Oh, Kevin De Bruyne. Oh, Kevin De Bruyne. Who I've raced with in one of the Nations Cup races the one time. So that's my current lap times, of course. So don't forget to do them if you want to earn some extra income. Although I've got 85 million sat in the bank. So let's open the tickets and see what I get. We'll start off with a 3-star roulette ticket. Get the worst ones out and then go for the better ones. A gold bar worth 100k. Lovely stuff from a 3-star ticket. So we've got a 4-star roulette ticket to open. Let's see what I win. Will I get a car part, a car, money, invitation from a manufacturer to buy the exclusive car? The answer to that is money. So even more. And we've got, last but not least, another 4-star roulette ticket. Money, money, money. So, let's go into the escapes movies and draw close to the stream. So, just like to spare a moment to say thank you very much to those of you who are tuned in to say hello while on the go. Thank you very much to those of you who have been taking part in my open lobbies. Your time and efforts is really appreciated, and I enjoyed it too. And I hope if you guys have enjoyed it as well. So, cheers. And so, I'm not sure if it's Thursday or Friday, but if you don't hear anything from me, then I wish you all a good week or even a good weekend, of course. Excuse me. So that's one of the possibilities of having another open lobby slots to do a bit of practice, qualifying and race. So yeah, this is what I've got lined up here. So it's either Thursday or Friday, right after the sprint qualifying I finish. So where it starts at 6:30 UK time, and then we should roll around to 7:30ish UK time for when the sprint qualifying finishes, or even around that time when I'll possibly get the open lobbies. So another opportunity will come, I'm sure of that. But I'll let you know as I go along. Unless if you do anything for me, then yeah. But yeah. So if you like the content of what I'm doing, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't. Appreciate it as always, and welcome to the new subscribers to my community. And if you're new, get to know I do open lobbies in any car category in particular. Some league racing ventures, sometimes daily races, and yeah. So anyhow, gonna have to cut short on that one. Thank you very much for joining. Have a great evening, great afternoon, great morning wherever you are. And from myself, Dan AC, I'll catch you on the next one. Take care and bye bye.